Hello YouTube and welcome to Groundforks Plays Transport Fever. This is episode 2 of our beautiful European Delta, River Delta custom map campaign, or free game actually. We are picking up where we left off, and in previous episode we have connected Meltham and Cockermouth, and in this episode we will be extending that a little bit further. As you can see, I am running a little bit on turbos because I am pretty low on cash, because since the towns are much more spaced out and I did some extensive remodeling of both cities, it took me actually quite a bit of cash and I ended up in deep loan. So yes, but first things first, currently we are running 3 trains. And I am seeing that the passengers are increasing, so I would almost prefer to buy the 4th train, because that will also decrease our frequency and also increase the amount of trains that we have going on. And I'm pretty confident that this will pick up. As you can see, there are already enough passengers, so let's put another D1/3 small dinky engine, and I'm gonna go talk again to a bank manager, and let's put a total of 3. Come on, can we do 4 wagons at least? Please, come on. Yes, we can do 4. I'm thinking 5. Do I feel adventurous? No, not really. Okay. Let's kick it out and let it do our bidding. As you can see, we already have some passengers at the Meltham station. And now the frequency is down to the 4 minutes. And as you can see, the line is already making us cash, so it's already profitable. Let's check the line manager. Yeah, I think the frequencies are good enough, and I think I have spaced them out in a good way. So yeah, so what shall we do? As you can see, this is a beautiful map. I really enjoy playing with it. I'm sorry a little bit for the jerky movement, and I'm now evaluating where should I connect next. I was looking to Brearley, Eton, what do we have? Chipping, Salisbury. Oh, that's one hell of a slope. I'm thinking whether I should connect Brearley to the Cockermouth or I should connect Winchcombe to Meltham. And I'm actually thinking that I would prefer connecting Meltham to Winchcombe. What about Blythe? I think that one could be also an option, but given the layout, how Meltham is positioned, it's not really in the best place. Wow, this is one hell of a canyon. Let's just see, for adventurous reasons, how much it would take us to build a bridge over that. Come on, give me a price quote. Just a wooden bridge. 1.39 billion. Yeah, right. And I'm pretty sure it would be very stable. Yes. You know, never say never. Maybe in the far future we will do so. However, with that exotic adventure out of the way, let us try and focus on something more achievable with our current budget, which is a little bit better than being broke. So, Winchcombe, and given the fact, guys, that this is a very elevated map and it has high elevations, I would like to follow the contours. I will obviously need to remove this depot. This is really beautiful, isn't it? Okay. You, sunshine, out of the way. You two as well. I mean, it will not destroy any lines because no lines are going right now to the depot, so I don't need to give a rat's ass about it. Let's now try and get a price quote for the bridge across. Just to recap, we are going towards Winchcombe, and I do want this water under this bridge to be navigable, so yes. We could have a harbor here. Okay, stay focused, man. Let's see. I was thinking, should I smooth this a little bit? Maybe a little bit, yeah. I'm thinking raising this up a little bit because I have a feeling that that hill is not enough, and actually that it was going a little bit downhill, so you will have to pardon my terrible terraforming. We can always hide it with some smoothing effects as well. Just making sure that I raise some land in appropriate locations. Okay, now let's bulldoze this. Let's see if I can connect from here and then up and away. Now it's going uphill. I want a little bit to raise this because I want to keep it sort of like level plane. And let's smooth now things. Yes. I'm using a little bit too big of a brush, I think. Ooh. What's that? Yeah, tree gun. Because we can. Okay. I'm thinking enough faffing around. Am I happy with this? I think so. Oh, look, groceries. Can I just smooth this some more? Just lower it just a tad because I have the feeling it's a little bit too high. I don't like that huge of a lump. Something a little bit more calm and sedate. What I'm trying now to build is actually, you know, like a ramp that would be leading to a future bridge. So that's why I'm a little bit faffing around. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Yeah, this is straight awesome. Keep it level. Keep this level. Yes, wonderful. And now time to go and build our bridge. So, time to figure out where the hell shall we put it. Okay. I don't think this looks okay, but I don't think it's very practical because we will be going after that uphill. So I would actually almost like to climb it a little bit higher maybe. Somewhere around here maybe. Oh Jesus, this bridge will be expensive as well. Oh boy. Yeah, and I want steel bridge because of maximum speed. Okay, the water underneath it is navigable, which is what I wanted. How do I feel about that bridge? It does look possible, and then we could go uphill a little bit and cross that saddle over there. So maybe I just curve it a little bit more. It is certainly is elevated enough. But it's cost 2 damn million, and it's straight. That's the thing that I like about it, that it's actually straight, so it just continues the track as it was. Yeah, I'm hoping that a couple of trains will come in their respective stations and help me pay for this monstrosity. Like I said, building on this map ain't cheap. So if I lower it just a smidge, I will still be able to retain level, which is good. And I will be able to reduce the building cost as well. Oh, a little bit further up. I want the river to be navigable underneath that. Okay, we're getting some cash and we can actually afford to pay the bridge. Sold. Okay, that's like 5% of construction done. Now for the other 95%. So, shall we immediately double track this bridge? Yeah, no. But we will double track it very, very soon. Okay, we have 21 passengers waiting at the Meltham station. So where is the train? Ah, just coming to pick them up. Wonderful. Okay, so it seems that the trains will be able to fund this little escapade of ours. Okay. Then I want to be climbing, but I don't want to be climbing too steep, and clearly this curve isn't the best. So let's see, if I snap to this 87, I'm almost thinking of going for that saddle over there. What is the fastest we can actually get it to run? Because I would like to avoid going via the tunnel, and if I continue straight I'll definitely be going via the tunnel. Should I cross the street over there? Let's see, what do we have options here? Yeah, definitely tunnel. Don't like it, and it's pricey as hell. And we have a terrain alignment collision. I'm sorry for the extended rotating, but I'm trying to figure out. I was thinking first to go directly, so bridge, gully, bridge, gully, bridge, gully, but that's not really realistic, and that's not the reason I'm playing this map. I really wanted to go like nice scenic route as the real trains should. So we have an option to go via the bridge here. Maybe we'll take it. I don't know. So... or I'll just take it here. I like it how it climbs here. I think that's doable. And we have a large flat area afterwards. So 93 kilometers per hour, I mean, it's as good as gonna get. Maybe in the future I'll implement some modernization features or something, but until then let's just try and keep it here. I'm perfectly aware that the trains will be going slower here, but maybe in the future I'll just build a tunnel and continue once we are into cash. Now we have to actually make sure that we account for every dollar that we spend, or in this case, I don't know what's dollar, krona, euro, whatever. Okay, some track adaptation. We have a gully going here and then upwards. And that puts us in the position where we can choose either to take the straight route to Winchcombe. Let's put elevation data and try to keep this on a level. So either I go across this island, which I think is the more expensive route, or I will follow the road, which I think will be much cheaper route, which is the one that I would actually, prefer. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. And I'm trying to keep on even height, more or less. I snap it? Oh, come on, no crazy stuff. Okay, this looks like it would be level. Okay, if I put both steel, it's 630k. I mean, it is pricey, but it's not that bad. But I don't know. I'm not sold on it. If I go with the bridges, I might as well be crossing directly. So let's see what the price quote for that one would be. Oh, 1.12 million. Sure, with a top speed of 60. And then we have another bridge which we need to cross, and another. So I don't think this is a viable option. I think we're gonna stick on this side of the river. Okay, this seems straight and level. Thank you. And we have some small bridges over here, but let's go with just like filling in the blanks. Not going, and I do want my track to curve slightly, because there is a bigger curve coming ahead. And we will need to curve pretty significantly, like this, but we will be able to maintain top speed, which is great. And then we will be coming somewhere around here, at which point we will be descending, maybe a little bit. Okay, that is a hefty piece of track. Now let's see if we can double track this beastie. The good thing, once you build a bridge, the second one is cheaper, so I was easily able to double track it. Not without the heinous costs, of course, but yeah, that's the cards that we've been dealt with. But definitely double tracking makes, track laying much easier, so, and the fact that it snaps to the existing rail. 58k? I'll take it. As you can see, track laying isn't that really expensive, but the length it takes to get to another, town is actually quite pricey, so... Pricey, I mean time-wise. Okay. So I think I might have curved that one a little too much. I'd almost go up to here somewhere, provided that I get the cash for it. I mean, this map is definitely nice to watch, but a little bit challenged to play, given the sheer length of the track, as you can see. But that's what I like about it. I mean, if it's not... The other one was too flat, so you could practically connect everything directly point to point, which I don't think is fun, to be honest. Okay, this is nice. And I'm gonna delete this section of the track back. So you just will follow along suit. Remove the bulldozer man, you don't want it. Terrain alignment collision. Let's go and snap here. Shall we snap? A little bit. Yeah, snapping is good here. Continue double tracking it. What do you mean construction is not possible? Construction very much is possible. Come on, don't sell me that bullshit. Okay, yeah. If I put this and then I continue, and yes. Don't play with me, game. Okay, let's follow the mountain contours. The good thing is, while we are planning this track, we might even get some cash to develop some vehicles. And I think we have come far enough. Now it's only a matter of figuring out where the hell will we put a train station here. Okay, I think this bridge will have to go. I mean, I do want the village to develop in the other side, of course I want. But to be honest, this bridge ain't helping too much. And I want the track to continue onwards to the farm as well, later on. And by later on, I mean much later on. I mean, technically I could have, you know, the trucks delivering to Winchcombe and then just take it from there. But why have more hops? I prefer, you know, having rail connection directly, because that tends to make things a lot easier, so to say. So if I put a train station here, would I be able to? Unable to align terrain, construction not possible, and 240 meter station, you don't want to cooperate. Okay, and let's face it, it really sticks like a sore thumb. The 160 might be able to do so. You're still unable to align terrain, obviously. Okay. In theory, I could destroy this road and build a bridge much higher up, and then have a train track follow that one. That could be doable. Okay, so for the field station, that one would work. As simple as that. So, but what about a 240 one? Would a 240 work somehow? Not possible. One field removed. Come on. Come on, I'm assessing the viability of this project here. Okay, fine. I'm over it. Now, let's consider the matter at hand. I was just trying to figure out if I should go directly across, follow the contours, or where the hell I should be placing the station. Now, let's put the passenger station in Winchcombe, or yeah, Winchcombe. I was thinking either direct like this or a terminal station or something, but that one would be intersecting with a bridge somewhere here perhaps. But that's not fun, it's too much out of the village if you ask me, so how about if I plop it right smack in the middle of that village? How should I build this? So, yeah, clearly I'm not completely over this thing, but okay, let's just quickly check how the village looks like. Winchcombe. We know we could plop the station right here, except the fact that we really don't want to just yet. What about here somewhere? And I want a 240 meter station, there's no question about it. So either I go in the mountains like I did for the Cockermouth one, which I don't think it's a good idea, or I cross it here and break any and I break this residential building, make this guy homeless. No. Yeah, this is one of the things that you can actually either love or hate, but it definitely makes the gameplay much more interesting when you really have real engineering placement to consider. So yeah. I think I will be following these contours for the time being. I think you're curving too much, son. So if I continue down that route, I could be plopping it right near the beachfront station or the riverfront station. That might be amazing. Hell yeah, why not? Okay, I will need to do some remodeling for that. But then again, let's see, and it's gonna be pricey, that's for sure. 4 buildings will be removed, 5 buildings will be removed, but it allows me to plop it, and then the catchment area is actually very good. Now that's an interesting value proposition. 500k with 4 buildings removed, good catchment area though. 3 buildings we cannot get to be removed. What about if we plop it here? 360, ooh, nice. What about the catchment area of it? It immediately wants to build it up, but it has a very good catchment area. Yep, this bridge is really in the way. I actually might consider going something like this. 3 buildings will be removed, given the catchment area and the costs. Yeah, I'm down with it. Now we need to get that track across somehow. And I'm thinking right now I just want to be crossing like this, but in the future what I'm planning is to bulldoze this complete section and have a bridge going from the level crossing over there, or not the level crossing, but the crossing all the way over the train station and over the river. But for the time being I will have to settle with this because I'm not exactly swimming in money and I have loans to pay, you know. Okay, now that we have placed building in Winchcombe, or our station, now we want to be hooking it up to the commuter services and all that jazz. So how do we do that? Should I go on the outer edge? Then I have to cross the river one way or the other. So I might as well actually go with that one and start crossing it here-ish. Let's raise it. Yes, I want, once again, navigable waters, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want any discussion on that matter. 110, I mean, yeah, slower route, but still doable. Can we get any better quotes than that? Oh yeah, we could get it up here. And then we have 120 and we still have navigable waters underneath. Good. Can we lower? No. Higher? Higher we can always do, but let's take it one notch up so that we have... Okay, I think the ships will be able to pass underneath this. $837, sold. Okay, double track. Yeah, still navigable, great. This will be a very scenic approach. Can't wait to ride that train. Okay, let's now continue following the contours and let's hook it up. I don't want to be climbing, I want to be keeping it level. 117, good enough in my book. Okay, and just continue where we left off. Nice. And just hooking it up. Wow, we have connected our second settlement. Winchcombe is now connected to both Meltham and Cockermouth. Yeah, that never gets old. Okay, anyway, now we have a pretty sizable chunk of river delta to navigate, actually. It could have been faster, but yeah, not with what we have. Oh, and we have gotten Borsig. That's nice. I just actually might use it soon, because the Borsig is actually pretty, well, slightly better. Now let's first connect this route. Okay, looks good. Too much slope, you are fighting me once again. Come on, too much slope. Give me a break, will ya? Too much slope. What did I ever do to you? Why are you treating me that way? Come on. You know you want to. Come on, give me a... Let's smooth this out. Will this be a little bit better? Maybe. Let's see. Okay, too much slope. Wonderful. Okay, here, so I could line up maybe one after the other. Maybe that would work better. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now we can put some signals. Okay, some more signals. Okay, finally some diamond crossings. Some professional smoothing there. Okay, now stop fighting me, game, and give me the diamond crossing that I know and love. Come on. What do you mean construction not possible? Construction is very much is possible. You know what? I'm just considering doing somewhere else. Yeah. We are getting the... Okay, we're getting in the cash, that's good. And our trains are chugging along happily, which is definitely nice. So I'm gonna be putting a railway depot somewhere along these lines. Then I need to connect it. Let's just peel off here, start with here, and then just peel off down. Good. I don't need it to be very fast, I just need it to work. And there's a diamond crossing. Okay, great. That means that if I place it here, I don't need to connect anything more. Awesome. And as we can see, our Meltham, passengers are increasing. Well, they have definitely concluded that I'm providing a valuable service in terms of connecting cities, and they want to ride on the very cool D1/3 steam train with 4 carriages. Okay, let's put another line, and that line I'm gonna put... I could be doing the single line, but I prefer to actually, for the time being, until the, need picks up, I'll prefer to have it as a separate line, which I will be calling Meltham Winchcombe. So let's just keep having the same convention. So it will be Melwyn. So the first one was Melcock, and this one is Melvin. I mean, what can you say? That naming structure works wonders. Okay, then let's put the brand new Borsig, or Borsig, I don't know how to pronounce that, it's a German locomotive anyway. And I'm gonna be talking a little bit about it shortly. So let's just put a couple of Bavarian cars, and I think everything will be fine. Let's put it like a brand new. So yeah. Okay, now, Borsig, isn't it glorious? And it's actually a copy of Borsig number 1, which was having its debut on the Berlin-Anhalt Railway in 1841, I believe. Please guys, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I was able to dig up on the wiki. So if that's wrong, please let me know. But let's read a little bit on the Berlin-Anhalt Railway. So the Anhalter Bahnhof is the former railway terminal in Berlin, Germany, approximately 600 meters southeast of Potsdamer Platz. One of the Berlin's most important railway stations. It was severely damaged during the World War II and finally closed for traffic in 1952. When Deutsche Reichsbahn rerouted all railway traffic between Berlin and places in the GDR, avoiding the West Berlin area. The station names lives on the Berlin S-Bahn station on the same name, opened in October 1939 as part of the North-South S-Bahn link. The Anhalter Bahnhof was the Berlin terminus of a line began on April 15, 1839, and it was opened on the 1st of July of 1841 as far as Jüterberg, the inaugural train being hauled by the dates. And it was being hauled by the very first Borsig locomotive, which is, I guess, this one. So, and later on this railway line was extended to Dessau and beyond at later dates, passing through the historical state of Anhalt. It became known as the Anhalt line, and this in turn gave the Berlin terminus its name. It quickly developed into the network that carried out train services to and from Leipzig, Frankfurt am Main and Munich. Like the nearby Potsdamer Bahnhof, the Anhalter Bahnhof started out as a fairly modest affair. Behind the imposing administration block, the platform area was a mere 15-meter wide, but both would go on much bigger and better things later years to cope with the growing traffic. The Anhalter Bahnhof destined to be Berlin's biggest and the finest station. Okay, I will provide the link to this where I'm reading it from, a little bit from the wiki and a little bit from Revolvi, I believe, so that you could have some history of this railway. And I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to dig up information on the engines themselves. Apparently their American counterparts have a bit more Wikipedia information, but yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if there is any more about Borsig steam locomotive number 1, but there is none. So let me just shut up quickly and let us enjoy the scenic section of this route. And by scenic section, I mean completely flat area where we are not seeing the river or the forest as such. Okay, kidding, but yeah, we have a long haul ahead of us, and until we get to Winchcombe, which is definitely feels like this is the real train routes rather than just subway stops. So I'm gonna, hit the accelerator a little bit, because this Borsig steam locomotive is not going much faster than the 45 kilometers an hour, hauling no passengers at the moment, but still looking very, very cool. And I really like these Bavarian cars, they really look cool. They fit nicely into this European-ish landscape. So far I actually like playing on this map, despite it giving me a hard time when it comes to connecting, a lot more than I did on the US map. However, I do like the US vehicles more. So, who knows, maybe, Season 3 or something will be US custom map somewhere, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This is only episode 2, I'm not gonna change anytime soon for the time being. This one I would like to ride pretty much until the end, and when we have fully developed it and, done everything here. By the way, guys, do let me know what you think about this map in the comments below. Do let me know what you think, how it looks, how it feels. Personally, I like it. I like it more than US map, at least the US generic map. And also, if you will have some good suggestions or some interesting maps to suggest, please post them in the comments, and I will read all comments as I always do, but I might, be playing it somewhere down the future. However, we are approaching the final curve, I believe, before going over our beautiful and highly expensive bridge, going into the Winchcombe. At least on this map is much more fun to actually ride the trains and vehicles all together, because you have some scenery to enjoy. coming up on the bridge. And I'm thinking now coming into the station, this should be a beautiful view. Let me just curve it a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, slowing it down. That's the money shot right there. Okay, I want to change... Sorry for changing perspectives, but I'm trying to find the best angle that works. You know, one thing that guys, that I'm missing actually from the Transport Tycoon that I used to play, compared to this Transport Fever, is, you know, when the first train arrives, then you have like, in the Transport Tycoon Deluxe you had like, citizens celebrate, first train arrives in, you know, Winchcombe. You know, the crowd goes wild, etc, etc, so yeah. Not happening here, but okay. Okay, anyway, we have our first train coming in. And we have apparently one passenger. Awesome. You, sir, will have to run to that train, obviously. Oh, we have 4 passengers. What did I tell you? This is gonna pick up immediately. And while the train is here, let's buy another one. We have the money for it. Borsig and how many? 32 capacity? Yes. And go on the same line. Okay. That should hopefully decrease. It's waiting for a free path. Oh yes, it's waiting for our regular Meltham to Cockermouth service to pass. Okay. Good. And then our train slowly leaves Winchcombe and carrying 4 passengers on board. Hell yeah. Okay. You know what? It's time to set up the commuter service, because we want to be having commuters from all areas of Winchcombe coming, not just the ones that are on the side where the station is. I mean, don't get me wrong, the station has some good coverage, however, we still want to be, you know, connected out the wazoo. So, let's put some bus stops. Let's put one here, somewhere. The vehicles drive on the right, I have to remember that. So I'm gonna keep you here, here. I mean, obviously passengers will need to cross the street, but let's hope nobody kills them with the passing stagecoach. Okay, new line. And let's put George Street, the Avenue, the Crescent, and the King Street. And we will be calling that one Winchcombe Commuter. Perfect. Okay, now we need a couple of stagecoaches. It's 4 stations, so I'm thinking 2 should be plenty. We will obviously add a lot more if the need arises, so I'm just trying to keep my running costs low, because later on we'll be getting more expensive trains, and I mean, given the amount of path they need to travel, it's not gonna be a cheap one to actually that will immediately bring profit. Okay, so the turnaround time on the Melwin is 10 minutes, which I'll want to come at some point, but let's first go and replace the Melcock, the vehicles running there. And I'll be putting the replacement on the 100% age, so as they age we will be replacing them. Provided that we have enough cash, of course. Kicking in the turbos once again, because I want my monies to start rolling in. So, go about your business and make me a metric crap ton of cash. So, one more maybe train. Road vehicle has reached its lifetime, should be replaced. Oh, come on. let's institute the auto replace. Even if it's with the same technology, I mean, whatever. I know that you don't need to replace them, but then the running costs come up and I really don't... I think those are cheap enough to be replaced on the go. When something better comes along, I will be replacing them, and I obviously don't know when is the new tech coming, so yes. And what's gonna be the new tech either. So, but we have a £500,000 already, or $500,000 already sitting on our bank account, providing that extra itch. Melvin picking up, definitely, and I think another train there would help a lot, but we are now have to fund the auto replacements and stuff and so on. But let's do a ride along, shall we? We haven't seen how Winchcombe looks like. These coaches are pretty nice, actually. And once again, the inevitable turkeys. Apparently, they are a disease in Europe as well. I mean, they're a big hit. I mean, Turkey, you know. Despite the fact that it's 1866 and they have been more, you know, adopted in the US, I would guess. But okay, well, sure. Maybe they should have put like the chickens or something else sounds. Cows, maybe, you know, moo. Oh, look, a nice sloped restaurant. Things hanging up in the air. How is it hanging, buddy? Let the lady cross, of course. Let the lady cross. Some expert camera black wizardry. I'm actually eager to see how it looks like when it comes to the train station. An ideal money shot would be with the, you know, train passing. That would be just amazing. But okay. Oh, I seem to have lost it. Okay, well, that's enough ride-alonging for one go. Have any train coming? Nope. Train just left. Okay, fair enough. It apparently is making profit. Despite the fact that the route is very long. And still none of the Melcock engines got replaced with the new Borsig. Borsig. Jesus. I have to learn how to, you know, pronounce. Okay, population, 33% of them are traveling. Mediocre. Well, I'm pretty proud with that mediocre, so, you know, suck that up, mister. We will be increasing that, of course, and we will need to start supplying the goods as well. I just have to figure out how, but first, you know, I want to have a couple of routes, passenger routes, making me enough cash so I don't really need to put a lot of acceleration and all that jazz just to be able to build stuff. So yeah, I want to be able to bankroll my own stuff, so yeah. I mean, this factory is pretty much what I'm thinking to start with. When it comes from goods, I'll do a little bit more detailed surveying of the map, but either to connect that one via the train, because we already have the train tracks close, and then going somewhere up to the Meltham, and then have a depot that will be taking stuff over there. Maybe. But I don't want to, at the same time, you know, my goods train crossing with my passenger trains, because that's like a little bit of a no-no, I would say. So yeah, I'm just thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it yet. So let me pontificate a little bit upon it. Our train chugging happily from Winchcombe. Yeah, this bridge is really hurting me. Oh, welcome autosave, yes. Okay, I'm just trying to survey the map a little bit, and I will be definitely connecting Brearley and Oakham, and I'm thinking maybe of instituting some sort of food chain, maybe even going from Oakham Farm down to Brearley food processing plant. And the way as the fortune would have it, I could actually run here. I could run via the river, maybe. That will be an interesting change of pace. Because here we have like multiple industries, and if we plop a single, you know, port slash something, we could be doing a very good service here. And which could later on be replaced by rail, probably, but for the time being, water seems like a pretty good option. This is very hilly. And back there we have a chipping Sudbury. 1.20 million in the bank. It's going nicely, and I'm hoping that the trains will start replacing soon. And we have a goods factory over here. Jesus, everything is up on the slope. But the water is navigable all the way until here. All the way until Brearley. I'll need clearly to demolish and rebuild these bridges. And it's maybe good that I do them before I actually start connecting the stuff up. Still no Malcock trains replaced? Jesus, man, what's wrong with you guys? And we have Siloth over there, which is like in the goddamn middle of nowhere. Or Siloth. Okay, train, given the fact that the train just left, the fact that we have 13 passengers onwards is encouraging. So this train has 15 passengers, great. Yeah, I'm actually thinking like grouping all these three together by using a single depot, and then maybe transport it via the river to a different destination, because the river delta, it would be stupid not to have any ships, you know. Really wouldn't make sense. Do I have enough cash to replace those vehicles? 840k, yeah, I have. So let's put them on the 25%, because I really don't want to wait forever until they get replaced. Okay, one got replaced, nice. And also it will be upping their capacity as well. So that's definitely good. And we want to repay some loan, but not everything, because we've... Okay, 2 trains replaced with still 1 million in the bank. Yeah, I think actually better that I raise some more cash, pick up some loan just to have it faster replaced. Okay, 2 trains more to replace, and then I will be starting returning the loan. I just have to remember to turn off, and the capacity will increase from 24 to 32, so yes. there's that as well. And I think it's good because then all of the trains would be running the same setup, which means in the future I could be very well, replacing this line or these two lines with directly instead of having Melcock and Melwyn to have Winchcombe. So yeah. So Winchcombe going all the way to the Cockermouth, and later on Brearley, obviously. Okay, now all of the trains have replaced. Let's put everything to no auto replace, and now we need to have some cash made up, and we need to actually fund this. I'll just turn off the damn notifications. Ooh, nice. Yeah, these Bavarian cars look very nice in this setting. Let's do a little bit follow along. I don't remember if we did a proper follow along in the first episode, but yeah. I think we did it only partial, so yeah. Let's do it proper this time. And we have a total of 22 passengers on board, which I believe is kinda nice. I'm expecting that soon it should start filling up and we should have like the full passenger loads, but you never know. At least the running cost on these engines are cheap enough for me, to provide me with some starter cash. Ultimately, I will want fewer trains but longer trains. And that will be starting to happen when the train engines start becoming much more expensive, because then when it's like very pricey, you don't really want to be running multiple engines but rather longer trains, because yeah, you get less running costs. Now look at that forest. Now that's dense. I really like this map. Okay, we have another train coming in. This ride genuinely takes enough time, and note that this is on the first stage of acceleration, so otherwise we would be enjoying these two rides half of the episode, and I think it's a little bit too much. Maybe later on when we have faster trains, I'm not gonna run them on turbo. And clearly Cockermouth has been developing, because you can see that we are coming very close. Previously this was just a gully, and now they have started to build buildings there. Oh, and there's a bar over there with a beautiful view. So when you are sipping your coffee, European style, you have a nice big plume of steam engine coming along, and you all of a sudden start, looking like the guy from the cartoon. Or let's say your day becomes much darker. Okay. With that kind of out of the way, I'm actually thinking, guys, we are slowly coming up on the 1 hour mark. Jeez, I think I clearly overcooked this one. But okay, at least we managed to do quite a lot, and given the construction times, yeah, it does take a lot more, so I'm thinking I'm gonna run with this as is. I'm not gonna cut it into episodes, it doesn't make sense. Okay, let's see how is our Winchcombe commuter traffic doing. Well, it is delivering passengers to the station. Whether or not the coaches are carrying anything, I don't know. Okay guys, so let's wrap it up. I guess I will be continuing with this map playthrough. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm just gonna add another stagecoach here, and that would be it. So, thank you very much for watching the episode. Like if you like the episode, subscribe for more episodes, and I will be seeing you all in the next one. So until the next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Groundworks signing off.